Hey guys, check it out. I'm back with my SG50's tribute, and I thought before the summer gets started I would do a video showing you what I'm going to do to upgrade this thing. If you watched the last video, I bought this thing for $3.99 at the Future Shop, so it was delivered for, I don't know, around $4.50-ish. And it's a great guitar. I just thought maybe it needed a couple more appointments, so what I'm gonna do is, and I'd always wanted one of these, picked myself up a Bigsby. I don't really have a tremolo guitar, so and I'd always wanted a Bigsby. This is the B50. It's the Chinese made version of the B5, but it's about $100 cheaper, so I bought one of these. We're gonna install that. To go with it, I also bought a new roller bridge from StewMac. This is the Golden Age bridge, and if you've seen my other Gibson videos, I installed it on this guitar, and I just thought it was such a great roller bridge that I would use another one, since I don't know if I want the saddles with the tremolo traveling over that. So we're gonna install that. And I was on Guitar Fetish looking around, and I found a piece of pickguard material, so I bought this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut my own pickguard. I looked around to buy one or have one custom made for it, since it's not they're not readily available for these 50s tributes because of the routing of the P90s and the 24 frets there. So I'm going to try to cut my own for $10. I figured it was worth a shot. So I took the hardware off. Now this is the bottom of the roller bridge. You'll see how the wheel just kind of sits in there. So it's kind of, it adjusts basically like a Gibson. I think this is like a shallower sort of version of a roller bridge. Now what I wanted to show you was, this is the bushings that come with the Golden Age roller bridge. So if you're gonna take out these bushings, if you want to use this one, I'd be warned that they're not very long, they're very shallow, so that's probably better for a fresh build rather than a replacement. But if this is a USA made guitar as opposed to a bridge that's metric, the Golden Age bridge is pretty much just a straight swap out. You won't have to do anything. So the post will fit in, and then put that on. And I found that this bridge is very very stable. I really like the rollers. There's not that much travel in them. They're very tight, and it moves very slowly and smoothly. So even though I'm not a big fan of StewMac because of the price gouging over there, I'll have to say this is definitely a quality item that they've produced. So anyway, I'm getting ready to attach the Bigsby here. So again, this is the B50, which is the import version. So you can't pair it with that Vibromate. Not that I really wanted it, because it just didn't seem like it was worth the extra $60, and I don't mind drilling a few holes into this guitar to secure it. There wasn't a whole lot of videos or information on putting the B50 on, but it's, I mean, I'm gonna wing it. I've never done it before. It's pretty straightforward. So I've got it all stringed up. You can see down the length of the board.
Can you not move me to the city?
It suggests that you place the roller bar equal with the bridge, unless there's not enough clearance. So you'll have to keep moving it back until there's enough clearance for the strings so they won't catch the back of the bridge. I kind of jacked this up really high, so I knew I would have enough adjustment room no matter how far back it went, or up or down on travel on the bridge. So now I'm just gonna drill a few holes in here. I used the masking tape as guides, and I think we're ready to roll. Okay, so pretty much went off without a hitch. I'm gonna string it up and we'll see how it plays. One thing I have to decide is what to do with these. I don't really feel like filling them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old posts for the tailpiece, and I'm going to grind it down and just kind of countersink them just so they're there as a filler for it. But somehow I'm gonna have to ground this guitar because the lead to the ground is underneath this post hole, so I'll have to solve that issue next. So here's the finished guitar, guys. I think it looks pretty badass. I was gonna show you the process of cutting the pick guard from the material, but I dropped it off at my dad's house with the template, and he ended up just cutting it when I wasn't around on his bandsaw, and then using a router to make a 45 degree around the edges, and then I cleaned it up a little bit, and I'm gonna buff it out a little bit more, but I think overall it looks pretty awesome. So essentially what I did was, and I had another SG to use as a template, I just traced one out of cardboard, then I kept trimming it till it looked just right to get the proper contours, because all the SG models are not quite the same. Some of them cut a little deeper in the horn, so it's kind of a similar shape, but I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, for 10 bucks, it was well worth the try. And that's about it. Still haven't addressed the grounding issue, but that's next. And let's see, I put another truss rod cover on there. I don't like the single ply ones, they just look so cheap. Overall, I think it looks like a whole new guitar. Any questions, let me know. Cheers.